By the way, this is Shakira, a friend I've had for 40 years, and she's showing up again in my life.
I really appreciated when you spoke of the harmonizing and a bit about morality as the aspect of righteousness that often gets equated to Pono. As you said, there are like 30 definitions
Mm-hmm.
in the
Sure.
Hawaiian dictionary.
Mm.
And righteousness is an easy one to land on.
Mm-hmm.
And yet,
Mm.
the foundation of righteousness has this aspect of morality, like a judgment of good and bad.
Mm.
And so for me, I think there was a bit of a relief that you brought it in, and I want to accentuate that the life energy of Pono is like this inner relational harmonizing with community of uh, you know, face to face with the world and with oneself, and mm, that level of judgment, like a mental applied idea of what's good and
Righteous.
bad,
Yeah.
yeah, is for me disconnects me actually
Of course.
from this natural streaming of where is my heart open, where is my energy
Sure.
center open.
Mm.
So I appreciate that you brought that
Mm.
in, and
Mm.
just for the listeners and
Mm-hmm.
just for myself to say it,
Sure.
that aspect is really valuable to explore.
It's very difficult to come off of the programming. It's so strong. That's why I refer to it quite often as gravity. You know, you can't fight gravity. It's in this dimension, it is real, even though it's quite temporary, which makes it unreal. But nevertheless, the programming has that strength apparently over us, apparently over us, where that judgment of good and bad is constantly applied to everyone in our lives, especially us, to make sure that we don't come away from guilt and shame, because that's the ego's. That's its whole game. It's to keep us in guilt and shame.
I
Mm.
would say that's one aspect of its whole game.
Yeah,
And so the beauty becomes how to disengage from that
sure.
conditioning and the oppression of living through that
Sure.
system.
Yeah.
And that's your mysticism
Yeah. Yeah. That.
steps beyond that.
Yes. Absolutely. Because we're constantly reflecting what is real in other dimensions that lives here in everything. And
And when you say other
yeah.
dimensions,
Yeah.
you want to just clarify that?
Well, the one spirit is in everything, and it doesn't judge. It has no judgment capacity whatsoever.
So just bringing in a playful way
Yeah.
the yes, how true it is. And now I'm saying that again with more sobriety,
Yeah.
because what is evident
Sure.
deserves and requires, as we interact in life, our participation.
Yeah.
I feel that. Uh, and yet there's something that's inward that if we change to the innocence, and I'd love to have you just define innocence in your words,
Sure.
for me, there's an aspect of this completely open, awake connection with what's right here that has some quality of awe, like, and wonder. Like,
Yeah.
and in that,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's a sense of freedom
Yeah.
and being fed by that
Sure.
is, a release point of even saying this world, this construct, this conditioning is what's real. It's only what that viewpoint is.
Sure. There's not much to add to that. That's pretty clear. And the journey becomes to anchor or stabilize that activation or realization in every moment. Because
and then knowing that that is maybe an attainable, quote, goal or objective,
beingness,
and maybe
because it
maybe like the breath, it's a return.
Yeah, that's it. Because we already are that. It's really doesn't have to be a goal or an attainment because we already are it. And that's the hardest thing to receive. That it's just a matter of letting go of what we're not to be what we are, which is truly, absolutely innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. And I also love the humanness of yes and. I really love that paradox of such a full yes.
Yes.
And the I won't even say the opposite. Just the other faceted reality is also real. And now where
is it?
Where do I choose to focus?
Is it real?
It's real to the extent that I believe in it and that I live through it.
Who's the I?
Great question. We can pause on that, but I have more of a great question than a formulaic answer.
I would reflect to you that the I is what's real. What comes after is an appearance for our learning to become a happy learner here in this dimension.
That's kind of great. Okay, fine, wonderful. I got very interested in the practical of. You brought up some things early on about being with the feelings that you're having, and somehow just including the fullness of our experience.
Sure.
And it's even more vivid as being relevant. I have this image in front of me that your eyes have turned to through the podcast. This spirit consciousness.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you have any questions that have come through or any comments.
Not yet. If there's some on YouTube, we're losing our audience though, see, because we've run over time almost. Anyway, wow.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me in to be a guest, floating back into dynamic dialogue. And witnessing your stream of consciousness.
It's such a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.